Yo, what is up, party people? My name is Sage Lewis. This is the Sage Against the Machine podcast, and today we're talking about the no good, disgusting, rotten, terrible people we call politicians. Politicians. Could there be an it that stinks worse than a politician? I mean, and now, it's not lost on me that, I should really wash my hands before. That's roof tar. It's hard to get off. It's not lost on me that I'm running for politics. And I've heard people do this. I've heard outsiders be like, I'm not a politician. I think by definition, if you run for politics, you are a politician. I think Donald Trump is, he'll say I'm not a politician. Nah. If you go in the game, you become a politician. It's just that simple. But I believe the definition of a politician is a person that lies to you. I think that's literally their job. Their job. So I mean, do you remember that book, The Liars and the Lying Liars That Tell Them? Let me see. Remember that book? Lies and the Lying Liars That Tell Them. It's not what I said. Yeah, okay, look. All right, let me go look at this guy. You remember this guy? Remember this guy? Al Franken? It's a satirical book on American politics. Comedian, political commentator, and politician. Published in 2003. Lies is one of the several books, blah, 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 written by American liberals to challenge the viewpoints of conservatives. Summary. I never read it. Did you read it? I don't know anything about it. But I do love the title. A significant portion of the book is the comparison between George W. Bush and former President Bill Clinton regarding their economic, environmental, and military policies. Franken also criticizes several pundits, especially those he believes most dishonest. O'Reilly, Hannity, Coulter. The book includes 2 comics. That's nice. Wow. Fox News saw damages from Franken. Damn. Okay. Reception. I don't know what it's about. I didn't read it. All I read was the title, and I love the title. That's all I know. If you read it, I'd love to know what you think. So here's the thing. I am a Democrat. I stood out all day handing out signs or pamphlets. Here, you want to see this? Let me see. TikTok. Let me see if I can show you my TikTok. There's some nasty voters out there.
We all get exactly the same amount of time.
Shut up. Jesus. Good Lord. Here, watch this guy.
No, you say, do you want a sample of Democratic ballot? And if you would have a Republican ballot I can ask for? No, because I'm a Democrat. If a Republican wants...
Okay, so I'm out here at some church. This is Reverend Walker, Reverend Pitt from the UCC church. It's me, Reverend Pitt, both white, and this guy, Reverend Walker, black. And this guy, I cannot get him off of this black guy. Just watch this.
If you give me one, I'd hand it out.
That's what I kept telling people, that I'd get yelled at by Republicans and be like, why aren't you handing out Democrat or Republican sample ballots? And I'm like, because I don't have any. If ideally, it would have been great if you walked up and you're like, hey, would you like a sample ballot? And they would say, yes, please. And then I would have said, would you like a Democratic sample ballot or Republican sample ballot? I, honest to God, would have done that. The only people that brought me sample ballots were Democrats. I'm sorry. And I happened to vote Democrat. And I was mostly there for issue 10 to support issue 10, blah, blah, blah. But I kept getting the guys like this.
And you could also just vote in reverse.
No. I mean, that's the other thing I just kept telling. I'm like, here, take this Democrat one and just vote opposite.
Smart enough to know who I want to vote to at the last minute. But you don't have to. So most people show up and they're not smart enough to know who to vote for.
Okay, here we go. This is what we do around this country is It's a game of who's smart and who's not smart. I'm smart. They're not smart.
Last minute? Very smart, but they need to be reminded. That's all.
I love engaging.
So, like,
Would you like a sample ballot?
I already have one.
Oh,
See, that's what I would do. I would just be like, hey, do you want a sample ballot? It's not like, you will take my sample ballot, lady. No.
and now 1 minute before I vote, I forget what I'm going to do.
Hey, I'll tell you, there were some challenging people like on the ballot. I didn't always know who to vote for. There were 3 people I didn't vote for at all because I didn't even know who they were.
It's up to
Is that the right?
You have a choice. You don't have to accept it.
I already made the choice.
Right. And then just walk on by me.
10 months ago.
Then walk on by me.
So he's already decided 10 months ago. So why is he even bothering? Like, isn't this weird? Doesn't this strike you as bizarre?
But no, you called me out.
I didn't call your name.
The hell you didn't.
I didn't call your name. The hell you didn't. The hell you didn't. No, sir, we don't know your name. We said, hey, would you like a sample ballot? Or we probably said, hey, would you like a Democratic sample ballot? To which the correct answer is no.
You said, do you want a Democratic
I politely said, would
ballot?
you like it? And then you said no.
I mean,
and then you continue to go. I wasn't harassing. Thank you. Have a good evening.
I just don't understand what, like, they were just angry. There were some really angry voters out there. Really angry. Anyways, that was weird. But yeah, so, I mean, it's political season is a crazy thing. But like, this is the whole reason I want to bring this up. So where did it go? Let it go. Let's see. Okay. A few days ago, Joe Biden said this.
I believe in with my whole soul. But first, we must be honest with each other and with ourselves. Too much of what's happening in our country today is not normal.
Okay. So now what I want you to know is this was posted a couple days before the election. All right.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens
the MAGA Republicans. They love to say it like it's maggots. They love to say it.
The very foundations of our republic. Now, I want to be very clear.
Yeah, they're the enemy.
Very clear up front. Not every Republican, not even the majority.
Not every Republican, just, some of them. Terrible people.
Majority of Republicans are MAGA Republicans.
MAGA Republicans, like they're fascists.
Not every Republican embraces their extreme ideology. I know, because I've been able to work with these mainstream Republicans.
Back in 1975, there was a real Republican. Not anymore.
Republicans. But there's no question that the Republican Party today is dominated, driven, and intimidated by Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans.
And could he say MAGA Republicans anymore? It's so condescending, so dark and pessimistic.
And that is a threat to this country.
Yes, Donald Trump and MAGA Republicans are a threat to this country. Then I would like you to come over here. And Biden says, midterm vote was a good day for democracy. And notes red wave didn't happen. Like, yeah, that's fine, everybody. His first speech since the closed poll, President Joe called the detractors, who he said doubted his incessant optimism. They doubted his incessant optimism. Yeah, what I just watched was, I couldn't take all the optimism. It was so unbelievable about Democrats' ability to stave off resounding Republican wins in the midterm election, even as his presidency is now likely entering a new period of divided government. More fucking bullshit. Here, look, let me show you where we are. Election results. The Senate, 46 Dems, 48 GOP. House, 184 Dems, 207 GOP. Now, I'm not saying it was a slaughter, but what I am saying is it was bullshit what he said before the election, and now it's bullshit after the election, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And the reason I'm sick of it is because it's based on a pessimism that you must, that people are only emotionally driven. You must terrify them. And then when it's over, then you must pat them on the head like they're a 4-year-old. He goes on the results. He said during a press conference, there's a sign, American democracy is intact. Hey, this just in. We voted and people voted despite coming under threat over the past several years. What a miracle. What a miracle. We had an election yesterday. It was a good day, I think, for democracy. This is this is why I hate politicians, because they believe that the only way we will vote is through fear mongering. But it's not just them. Look at Michael Moore, who I love his films. This was him on 11/5, right before. This was on him on MSNBC.
So sure. What would have to have changed so all of a sudden, all these millions of Democrats on Tuesday are going to want Trump back? But
hang on a second. You're a kitchen tables kind of guy, right? I mean, you're describing yourself as that. You're not in a bubble. You're out and about.
Oh, yeah, I'm probably two on the kitchen table. I mean, maybe, are you talking about like eating? What are you talking about?
Too much at the kitchen table.
Too much at the kitchen. I mean, I'm so at kitchen tables all the time.
Well, why do you believe that voters are going to turn out for Democrats if the kitchen table issues like higher gas
and
food prices are top of mind?
I'll tell you why.
Okay. Why would they do that? Why would they do that?
I'll tell you, because the American people, they're treated like they're a bunch of dummies.
Okay, here we go. Treated like we're a bunch of dummies. Okay, I'm down with that. And then watch this.
They're not idiots. Okay, now granted, there's 330 million people in the country, maybe a good 80 to 90 million aren't very bright.
Okay, they're not dummies except for 80 or 90 million of them. What a fucking asshole.
No offense to those of you watching.
No offense, you're just retards.
Who aren't bright, but that's...
Who aren't bright. The only reason you would vote against a Democrat is because you're stupid.
You know, you're watching MSNBC, so I'm making an assumption that you know what's going on.
I'm making an assumption. Otherwise, there's only one reason you would vote for a Republican. You're stupid.
But that's it. That means there's over 200 million of us that aren't stupid.
That aren't stupid. God damn it. I just cannot take this. Okay, look, the nuances of 340 million people, or how many ever people there are in America, is complicated. We like to summarize things. We like to condense them down into bite-sized chunks, because dealing with massive macro scale nuanced behavior of wild animals we call people is very challenging. But there were two sweeping things. There was abortion and there was inflation. Okay? Now, I'm not here to say that everybody voted on those issues. But for Michael Moore to have the audacity, the garish audacity to say that if you vote Republican, you're not smart. The only one that's not smart is him. It's condescending propaganda. And the problem I have with that is is that now Michael Moore has become nothing more than a puppet for the Democratic Party. And that is depressing. That is depressing. It is sad. It is disheartening. It is pessimistic because you can't rely. Now you can't trust Michael Moore. And I'm here to tell you, Michael Moore is plenty smart. He understands the nuance. He just wants to come on MSNBC, and MSNBC is only going to let him on if he toes the party line. But it drives me mad that we have to go around. We're being indoctrinated by both sides. That guy that yelled at the Reverend for handing out that Democratic ballot. It's this kind of propaganda that he's getting on the right that makes him so angry. Because he's being told that Democrats are stupid and they're just trying to turn America into some sort of communist regime. And so he's been terrified. Now, I go around Akron on my bicycle meeting Ward 8 constituents. It's what I do. Because I'm running for Ward 8 City Council. And I'm here to tell you, people were afraid. I'm talking to independents and Democrats primarily. And they were afraid. They're like, I'm afraid of what's going to happen. I'm afraid of what's going to happen. And it's because of the propaganda. And then the day after, Joe Biden's like, oh, people tell me I'm too optimistic, but I knew it was going to be fine. He still lost the House. And the Senate, but he doesn't need to fearmonger you now until a couple of years from now when he'll tell you again how democracy and America is existentially at risk, just like the Republicans are going to do about the Democrats. And it's disgusting and despicable, and it makes me so irate because what I know is, I know the bottom of the barrel people that you would call bottom of the barrel. Okay, let me give you the worst possible person you could possibly imagine. Okay, let's start. He's black. He's inner city. He didn't graduate high school. He's a drug addict. He's a drug dealer. And he has murdered people. He's raped women. He's probably, I don't know, I literally know black guys from Alabama that support the Confederate flag, okay? I can find you the worst person you could personally hate. They're my friends. Trust me. If you hate somebody, they're one of my friends. I guarantee it. White supremacists, murderers, rapists, pedophiles, they're all my friends. Politicians, lawyers, rich people, they're all my friends. If you hate them, I got them in my Rolodex. That's all I know. I don't even have a kitchen table. My people don't have kitchen tables, Michael Moore. Okay? Imagine the person you hate the most. They're not stupid. Okay? They're not stupid. They make decisions based on their situation and their upbringing. Okay? As a sweeping rule, people with college educations are tending to vote Democrat. People without college educations are tending to vote Republican. Now, elitist intellectuals love to heap on to stupid people without college degrees. That's fucking bullshit. I know plenty of stupid college educated PhD people. stupid, like box of rocks stupid, okay? But you know what? Even they aren't stupid. They just got caught up in a little convoluted, confusing box and they overthink things. I would love to tell you some stories about friends of mine with PhDs. Good God. I just, I'd lose my 2 or 3 friends that I have. I can't do it. I want to so bad. So bad. Ugh. Idiots. But they're not. They're just going through life the best they can. That's it. I mean, I love to call them idiots, but they're not. They're not idiots. They're just doing the best they can. Life is hard. It's challenging to be out here for 80 years. You're just trying to get through it. And so sometimes you do things that are a little weird looking from the outside. But if you take a minute and get to know them, you can be like, oh, that's why you do that crazy stuff. I see. I hate this partisan politics that divides America. We only have in America one enemy, and it's the politicians. They are insidious, disgusting rats, weasels. Do not trust a politician. It's going to be problematic because now I'm a politician, so good luck on that. When I become a politician, when I win, I expect you to look at me with as much disdain and suspicion as I am asking you to look at all these other politicians. Be on the lookout that I don't get corrupt, that I'm like, oh my God, you mean I have a job for 4 years? Do you know how much money I'm going to make on city council? $34,000, a free phone, and probably some of the best healthcare in Akron. And you can't get rid of me for 4 years. I do whatever I want in there. Do whatever I want. You elected me. Do whatever I want. Now, what you're going to have to do is, you're going to have to see if I'm a worthy politician that you might want to hire me again. I'm not sure I want to do it again. I'm already skeezed out by these people. Oh, God. I get close to these politicians and I want to just kill myself. Like that. I'm not joking. Like they're fucking terrible, terrible people. But you know why they're terrible people? I'm going to tell you why people become politicians. Just like me. We have a deep hole in our soul that we're trying to fill. Okay? That's it. That's all. Shannon. Hi, Shannon. Let's see what Shannon has to say. I always enjoy listening to Shannon. Shannon says, some people go through so many different things, I believe that the brain and energy the person holds within can't move on. Exactly. Thank you, Shannon. So, for example, homeless people get stuck. Drug addicts get stuck. Inner city youth get stuck. They don't see any path out. They can't see a way out. That's all. So, I hate that phrase, MAGA Republicans. Now, if Shannon is a MAGA Republican and she's like, I would like to be referred to as a MAGA Republican, then I would be glad to do it. But here's the thing. Us liberals spend all this time working on pronouns. I had to have a half-hour conversation on how to appropriately address homeless people yesterday. Robin Everly. What's up, Robin Everly? It's good to see you, my brother. Okay? So we do this. We're like, do they want to be? There's a person in my life who goes by she and they. So when I'm referring to this person as an individual person, they want me to refer to her as she. I guess I don't know which her, if it's appropriate. But when I am referring to this person in a collective, they want to be referred to as they. Do you know how hard that hurts my head? Do you know? I'm trying to help here. But she and they, really? But yet, they'll refer to Republicans as MAGA Republicans who are out to destroy democracy. What evil, condescending, hypocritical fucktards they are. God damn it. God damn it. So you're only going to be kind to people that you like and you think are cool? But if you don't like them, then fuck them? Is that the plan, Democrats? Because fuck that shit. You respect all people. Look, people are Republicans for many reasons. And if you haven't understood why they're Republicans, you haven't understood them. And it's your fault, not them. Okay? Ah, yes, indeed. So Shannon would prefer to be referred to as independent conservative with liberal tendencies. Those are her pronouns, I think. I hate this. I hate it. Look, if you don't vote, you are un-American. I'm going to go that route. I'm just going to say it. There are many people on planet Earth that have died and are willing to die for the right to cast a vote in a democracy. And you sit on the sidelines saying, I don't vote. I literally have been to people's houses that say, I don't vote. And I'm like, you what? If you want to see somebody that I am against in general, it's non-voters. It's not conservatives. It's not white supremacists. Look, I'll tell you about white supremacists. Most white supremacists just want to be left alone. They're tired of this left-wing propaganda being jammed down their throat. Look, they wake up, they bring their kids down on Thanksgiving morning to watch the Macy's Day Parade, and all they see are like 3/4 naked gay people. It's freezing it's freezing out there in front of Macy's. They got people that are naked and gay. All they want to do is watch a fucking parade. And they have to have this fucking propaganda jammed down their throat 24/7. They want to watch the Super Bowl and they gotta get propaganda that way. They're sick of it. Just play the fucking game and march down the parade with some balloons and just bands and leave them alone. Leave them alone, you fucking liberals. Jesus Christ, you're incessant. We have to support gay people. Great. Why don't you support all people? Why don't you every year support some oppressed person? You know who I like to oppress? I like to think about white Appalachian Americans who are getting screwed up the ass by liberal policies. Windmills are more important than the Americans that fight all our wars and have dug all our coal down in West Virginia. Shannon says, if you don't vote, sit down, shut up, and let the grown folk take care of things. That's what's up. Unless, of course, you are worried that you're going to be murdered by your stalker, then maybe don't vote. Why do you think TV on TV are called programming? Yeah, it's programming. It's propaganda. It's propaganda. It's propaganda. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being considered. They all think we're stupid. Don't think like for Michael Moore to be like, oh, it's just 80 million people that are stupid. It's not you. No. He thinks you're stupid. He thinks they're stupid. He thinks all of us are stupid and that he can manipulate us with his big brain thoughts about convincing us that the enemy is 80 million people we call MAGAs. The MAGAs. Hate the MAGAs. Me afraid of the MAGAs. No. Be afraid of Michael Moore. Be afraid of Joe Biden. Be afraid of Donald Trump. Be afraid of all politicians. And then, oh, you registered and voted. Praise be, Shannon Wilson. I am proud of you. That takes a lot of guts. Thank you, Shannon Wilson. That takes a lot of guts. Risking her safety to vote. Wow, Shannon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's huge. That's huge. It's huge. Thank you, Shannon. And when I become elected, be suspicious of me. Okay? I love you. I'm going to start doing shorter shows just about one topic. See how it goes. See if anybody will watch it. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. You are not stupid. The people on the other side of the aisle are not stupid. White supremacists are not stupid. Black Lives Matter people are not stupid. You're not stupid. You have a different perspective on the world. And if you can't understand it, you might need to turn around and look who's actually a little not bright. Not a little, maybe not so observant about the truth of the world. Calling fellow Americans stupid because they don't like what you like. Anybody that doesn't like Papa John's pizza is stupid. Yeah, you're stupid. I mean, don't you realize how dumb you sound? You didn't vote for Joe Biden. You're stupid. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Have you seen what a clusterfuck Joe Biden is? Shannon says, I have to show my kids you can't be afraid to stand up for what you believe. Praise the Lord, baby. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you all. You're not stupid. You're smart. Stand up for who you are. Be a proud American and vote next time. If you didn't vote, okay, just vote. Look, if you are a communist and you think that the liberals are actually hurting the revolution, then vote all conservative so that you get your revolution faster. I don't give a crap, but don't sit around telling people how to vote. Don't go to city council and yell at city council and then not vote for them. Because you don't matter. What do I give a crap what you think? Jesus Christ. Talk about stupid. See, I want to do it. I want to be like, they're stupid. They're stupid. No. Look. They got their reasons. They don't believe in the options they've been given are not good. I tell them to run themselves. That's not an option. I'm like, if you don't like the people, you get out there and vote. You get out there and run. No, just not going to vote. All right. Whatever. I'll still love you, but I think you irritate me, you non-voters. I love you. I love you. I love you. I will see you later.